And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, from Sauk Prairie High School in Prairie du Sac. WXRO Sports and DailyDodge.com present Beaver Dam Golden Beaver girls basketball. And tonight it's a return to action after a one-week hiatus, back to competition in the Badger North Conference. The Golden Beavers on the road to take on the Eagles of Sauk Prairie. Hi again, everybody. Mike Tronson with you at the gymnasium. I've got Justin Wilski on site running the camera tonight for the DailyDodge.com video stream, and the multi-talented Jimmy Minshaw is my engineer back at the 95.3 studio. And this broadcast here on WXRO and DailyDodge.com is brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Slumberland Furniture in Beaver Dam and Watertown, Pine Hills Trucking, Farmers Implement in Columbus and Allenton, Beaver Dam Community Hospital, Hamas Fire and Safety, OK Realty, the Beaver Dam Unified School District, Professional Floor and Design Center. Tonight's game also brought to you by Landmark Credit Union, Flyway Carpet Cleaning, Surefire, Richards Insurance, American Bank, Columbus Family Dental Club, and we thank our video stream sponsors for tonight, and they include QBS Law and Lidkey Motors. Welcome into the broadcast, everyone, on this Friday night. I am so glad that you all survived the polar vortex and Snowmageddon. My goodness, was that a long week of weather, or was that a long week of weather? And well, because of Mother Nature, as I mentioned at the outset, Beaver Dam has not played since last week Friday night when they beat Portage at home. So it's been a long layoff, really, for both of these teams, because Sauk Prairie can say the same thing. Their last game was a loss at Mount Horeb a week ago tonight. So this game was supposed to have been played last night, but they postponed it to today because of the bitterly cold wind chills that were still hanging around the area last night. But yes, we are finally going to have basketball for you, and if it seems like it's been forever since the Beaver Dam girls have played, well, we're not that far off. But here's the good news, folks. In that week off, not much has changed, because Beaver Dam is still ranked 10th in the country according to MaxPreps.com. They're still ranked number 13 in the nation by ESPNW. Here in Wisconsin, the Golden Beavers are still number 1 in Division II. They are still undefeated and in first place in the Badger North, and come in with a 16-1 overall record. So you haven't missed anything, folks. It is still the same old Beaver Dam Golden Beavers that you know and love, but I'm sure they're chomping at the bit. Practiced since Tuesday because of all the postponements and cancellations to the school day. I believe they did practice on Sunday of last week, and then they practiced Tuesday, and that allowed them to at least get a little bit of time on the floor. But other than that, they have not been on the court too much this week. As I said, this game was supposed to have been played last night. Beaver Dam also had a game at DeForest that had been scheduled for Monday night, postponed to Tuesday night. Then it was postponed again to tomorrow. So you get the idea. It's been very hard to kind of navigate here over the last 7-8 days. But the bottom line is, we go now from a situation where Beaver Dam has sat for a week to the complete 180, where the Golden Beavers now will play 3 games in the next 5 days. You've got tonight here at Sauk Prairie. They're going to play a quick turnaround tomorrow at DeForest in the afternoon, a 1 o'clock start. And then they take Sunday and Monday off of games before Tuesday night, when they go to Wanakee to take on the Warriors. So if they were a little antsy about sitting, well, now it's going to get busy again, thanks to old Ma Nature. And that's what happens. You know, that's exactly what can happen this time of year. We're all Midwesterners. We know that. And you know what? You just have to adjust. But you know, these girls, they can pretty much handle anything, as we've seen not only this season but over the last couple of seasons, as this team continues to play at such a high level. And you know what? They're going to have a break here coming up in a couple of weeks when you get to the first week of the playoffs, their last regular season game before they play their first playoff game. Their last regular season game is going to be on Valentine's Day, Thursday night, February 14th. Well, they'll have to sit until the following Friday the 22nd before they even play their first playoff game, because unless the unthinkable were to happen, they're going to get an opening round bye. So this is not unheard of, but obviously it was not scheduled this way. But we're excited to finally be back on the air with you tonight. And we're going to have, as we said, every Beaver Dam girls game the rest of the way for you. Every game the rest of the season will be broadcast on the radio and will be audio and video streamed on dailydodge.com. We're still waiting for the conclusion of the JV game. This JV game, unlike many that have occurred lately, has gone a little bit slower, and we have about 47 seconds left in the JV game. Beaver Dam right now leading Sauk Prairie 60-46. But we've got a lot more to come in our pregame show. We'll take a break right now. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this matchup, and a little bit later on we'll hear some comments from Tim Chase. He's the head coach of Beaver Dam. All straight ahead as you're listening to Beaver Dam Golden Beaver girls basketball on 95.3 WXRO and
Has a large selection of fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, and bakery items, and great savings. Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is proud to be serving Beaver Dam and the surrounding communities for over 50 years.
You can get those good big box deals, and you can get those great brand names, and you don't have to actually leave Beaver Dam or leave Watertown. You get all of that big brand name shopping at a lot lower price points with the local guy or gal that you're working with, which is nice.
Welcome back to Sauk Prairie High School. Mike Tronson with you as we continue pregame programming. It's Beaver Dam Golden Beaver girls basketball tonight. Badger North Conference game once more as the Golden Beavers are on the road to take on the Eagles of Sauk Prairie. I mentioned Beaver Dam coming in at 16-1 overall, 9-0 in the Badger North. Meanwhile, Sauk Prairie, they have struggled this season. They are 3-12 overall and come in at 1-8 in the Badger North. This is the second meeting of the season for these two teams. They played back on Saturday, December 8th in Beaver Dam. It was not close. The Golden Beavers winning that game 74-32. Now, a name that you're going to hear a lot tonight as far as Sauk Prairie is concerned, Breinig. They have not one, not two, not three, but they have 4 players on the roster with the last name of Breinig. And the Breinigs do the bulk of the scoring for this Eagles team. As a matter of fact, Olivia Breinig, leading scorer at 11.3 a game. Naomi Breinig at 10.6 per ball game. Riley Breinig averaging 8.9 points per ball game. And there's also another about 3-4 points per ball game. Now I'm told, I asked about this, I'm told that they're not sisters. They're actually cousins, and maybe second cousins at that. I said, well, they must be sisters, right? No, they're actually cousins, is what I was told. But basically, of the starting lineup, the starting 5, 3 of them are named Breinig. So I'll do my best, folks, to help you along and keep the different Breinigs out on the floor straight. Sauk Prairie has lost 3 games in a row. Again, their last game was last Friday night when they fell at Mount Horeb 55-49. So they played Mount Horeb pretty close, but fell in that game. Their last victory was on January 8th. It was a non-conference win here at home against Richland Center, 56-55. Of course, Beaver Dam's only loss of the year was to the top team in the country, Miami Country Day, back at the Naples tournament in Florida on December 29th. Other than that, the Golden Beavers are perfect on the season. In fact, the Golden Beavers haven't lost to a team from the state of Wisconsin in almost 3 years. You have to go back to the sectional final in the spring of 2016. That is the last time that Beaver Dam lost a game to a team in state, and that was, you may remember, to Green Bay Notre Dame in overtime up at Neenah. But otherwise, they have been perfect against teams from Wisconsin ever since that date. That's well over 1,000 days ago. Pretty impressive, no doubt. By the way, the JV game just ended a few moments ago. Beaver going to step aside. We'll continue our pregame programming here in just a few moments, and up next, we'll play some comments from Tim Chase. He's the head coach of Beaver Dam, as we continue here on 95.3 WXRO and DailyDodge.com.
Local Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly has a large selection of fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, and bakery items, and great savings. Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is proud to be serving Beaver Dam and the surrounding communities for over 50 years.
You can get those good big box deals, and you can get those great brand names, and you don't have to actually leave Beaver Dam or leave Watertown. You get all of that big brand name shopping at a lot lower price points with the local guy or gal that you're working with, which is nice.
Welcome back inside the gym. Mike Tronson standing by with Tim Chase. He's the head coach of the Golden Beavers. Tim, great to see that you and the girls survived the polar vortex. It seems like it's been forever since you played a game. It's because it's been at least a week, hasn't it?
Well, we played last Friday, so yeah. It's weird we haven't had the normal practices really in the normal. But yeah, no, we're excited to get back out today. You know, we've had a couple days off now with having a couple days off of school. So yeah, hopefully we play well tonight and continue with the rest of the conference season.
Were you even able to get any practices in with all the cancellations and the postponements?
We practiced Tuesday. It was the last time we practiced. So yeah, we had a good practice Tuesday. We did practice Sunday too, because we thought we were going to be playing Monday originally. So everything just kind of backed up. You know, this game was scheduled for yesterday, and we're playing it today. The DeForest game had been canceled 3 times. So yeah, that's kind of going on tomorrow afternoon. But yeah, there's just kind of right now it's just a lot of teams are just trying to get games in whenever you can. And a lot of it, honestly, with some of the games with scheduling, it's rather difficult right now just because of the shortage of officials to find enough officials for tonight. In fact, we're going to have a 2-man crew for our game tonight just because they're so short of officials right now.
Meanwhile, as far as the players are concerned,
it's one of those things that go either way. You know, you're fresh, which is good, but at the same time, yeah, things might not be as perfect as they can. So in some ways, it may help us to kind of get this game out of the way tonight a little bit before we play DeForest tomorrow.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we go now from you sitting for a week to 3 games in 5 days, so that's quite a 180.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a lot of games. You know, it's things we've prepared ourselves for, you know, the Florida trip and some other situations in the year where we play a lot. And these kids are kind of used to that with their summer, with their AU stuff, where you're playing 4 or 5 games on a short amount of time. So, yeah, it's something that doesn't worry me as much as just maybe have the mental preparation and just going through things on the practice court as we usually like to do. So that's probably what concerns me the most is we don't have that normal practice routine that we've had in the past for a lot of games that we do.
Tonight it's Sauk Prairie. I know that record-wise they're struggling, but as you look at their offensive stat sheet, it's Breinig, a lot of Breinigs on that sheet, and they're the ones you got to be concerned with.
Yeah, they got a lot of kids that shoot up the ball quick, and they score in a lot of different ways. So scoring or getting shots off isn't really an issue for them, really. So that's just something we got to defend the right kids and defend the 3, and then offensively we got to take advantage of what we can and put the ball in the basket ourselves.
Girls, I'm sure, are chomping at the bit to get on the court since it's been a week. And, you know, you and I have talked at length now over recent weeks about how good your team has been starting games, and I'm sure you're hoping for more of that tonight.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's just the season kind of got shortened on us with this week with the weather. So we didn't have our normal, you know, we would have had a normal, even if we would have played on Monday, we would have had practice Tuesdays and Wednesday. You know, Thursday then we would have played. We would have practiced today, getting ready. It you know, really condensed the season by a week on us. So it'll be interesting to see how we can come out of this. And, you know, you just have to revamp things and go from there. But, yeah, it is what it is. Let's go play ball and see where we're at.
Defensively, your team, we talk about all the time how suffocating your defense is. Have you, as we kind of gone down the stretch here, started to maybe throw some different looks at some of these teams?
A couple of things here and there, just so we're not so predictable. But we kind of do what we do, and, you know, we kind of look at the matchups a little bit and see if we can take advantage of some things. But, you know, it's one of those things that it is kind of what we do. So.
Well, Tim, I'm looking forward to it tonight, and tomorrow we'll be at both games. Good luck to you and the girls. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, that's Tim Chase, head coach of Beaver Dam. We'll step aside, and we're back right after this on 95.3 WXRO and DailyDodge.com. Another 3 minutes
Local
here.
Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly has a large selection of fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, and bakery items, and great savings. Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is proud to be serving Beaver Dam and the surrounding communities for over 50 years.
You can get those good big box deals, and you can get those great brand names, and you don't have to actually leave Beaver Dam or leave Watertown. You get all of that big brand name shopping at a lot lower price points with the local guy or gal that you're working with, which is nice.
Time now for tonight's starting lineups. A familiar starting five for Beaver Dam. The guards are Paige Schumann, a 5'6" senior, along with Jada Donaldson, a 5'6" junior, and Maddie Wilkie, a sophomore at 5 feet 10 inches tall. At forward, Tara Stoffaker, a 5'11" senior, and rounding out the starting five for the Golden Beavers is Allie Van Loo, a 6'4" senior. So again, for the Golden Beavers, Paige Schumann, Jada Donaldson, Maddie Wilkie, Tara Stoffaker, and Allie Van Loo get the start. Meanwhile, the starters for Sauk Prairie tonight. The Eagles will start at a guard, Katie Yankee, a 5'7" senior. Also in the backcourt, Naomi Breinig, a 5'10" sophomore. Taylor Brenninger, a 5'7" senior, and Riley Breinig, a 5'7" senior. At forward is Olivia Breinig, a 5'8" sophomore. So again, for the Eagles, it is Katie Yankee, Naomi Breinig, Taylor Brenninger, Riley Breinig, and Olivia Breinig getting the start. The Eagles in their home white jerseys and shorts tonight with red numbers and trim. Beaver Dam in their road uniforms. They've got green jerseys and shorts with yellow numbers and trim. Right now we'll step aside for the national anthem. Back for the opening tip in just a moment here on WXRO. Once again, tonight's game, tonight our QBS Law and Lidkey Motors. That's right. If you're near the internet, why don't you log on to dailydodge.com, click on the video tab. You can watch tonight's game, or you can certainly listen the old-fashioned way on the radio. And those sponsors that have brought the radio broadcast to you tonight include Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Slumberland Furniture in Beaver Dam and Watertown, Pine Hills Trucking, Farmers Implement in Columbus and Allenton, Beaver Dam Community Hospital, Hamas Fire and Safety, OK Realty, the Beaver Dam Unified School District, Professional Floor and Design Center, Landmark Credit Union, Flyway Carpet Cleaning, Surefire, Richards Insurance, American Bank, Columbus Family Dental, Walker's Family Restaurant, and Bayside Supper Club. It'll be Allie Van Loo to jump at its center for the Golden Beavers, and Naomi Breinig will jump it for Sauk Prairie. In the first half tonight, Beaver Dam goes right to left as I see it, or as you see it on your video monitor, and that means Sauk Prairie going left to right. There's the whistle. Ball's up in the air. Tap controlled by the Golden Beavers. We're underway. Paige Schumann, a long pass ahead to Maddie Wilkie. Whips it to the left corner. Stoffaker driving baseline. In for a layup. Count it, and one. That's a quick start for the Golden Beavers as Tara Stoffaker with a nice baseline drive on the left side. It's the hoop and the harm for Stoffaker, and we're 7 seconds in. She's got a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. The foul was on Katie Yankee, and that's her first of the evening. Stoffaker to shoot one at the charity stripe. It's up, and it's good. And just like that, before the popcorn is even popped at the concession stand, here the timing stolen by Jada Donaldson. Back the other way for a layup. Missed it a little bit short, and the defensive rebound is pulled down by Taylor Brenninger. She throws it ahead, but Wilkie knocks the pass loose from her knees and gets it to Schumann. Off the turnover, here comes Schumann to Donaldson. Back up to Wilkie for a three. Here it comes. Rainbow three is no good. Van Loo, the offensive board, and banks home the putback. And just like that, it's 5-0 Beaver Dam. We are 38 seconds into the contest here at Sauk Prairie High School. And we've got another turnover here on the part of Sauk Prairie. Naomi Breinig was coming up the right sideline and ran out of real estate as she was being hassled defensively. And Beaver Dam will get it. So a couple of early turnovers. We're not even a minute in. And Beaver Dam already with a 5-0. There's a post feed. Stoffinger to Van Loo. Easy bucket on the left side. Van Loo's got 4, and that's going to be there all night because Van Loo at 6'4" is easily the tallest player on the floor. Tallest player for the Eagles is listed at 5'11". And so that's going to be a mismatch, and that should be there all night long as the Eagles turn it over again. That's got to be at least 4 turnovers already. We've played a minute and 5 seconds in this first half. It's 7-0 in favor of the Golden Beavers as Donaldson works it off a screen, going to the right side, little post feed. Van Loo, there it is again, this time on the right side. What did I just say, folks? She's got 6 already. We're not even a minute and a half into the game, 9-0. And there's another of Beaver Dam's patented fast starts. And there's a steal as a bad pass is intercepted by Wilkie. Back the other way, Maddie Wilkie. Reverse layup, got it with a left hand. Maddie Wilkie scores 11-0. Their head coach Amber Feeney, brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. Back in 30 seconds, WXRO and DailyDodge.com.
Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly has a large selection of fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, and bakery items, and great savings. Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is proud to be serving Beaver Dam and the surrounding communities for over 50 years.
You can get those good big box deals, and you can get those great brand names, and you don't have to actually leave Beaver Dam or leave Watertown. You get all of that big brand name shopping at a lot lower price points with the local guy or gal that you're working with, which is nice.
Back to live action here at Sauk Prairie High School. Here come the Eagles trying to get on the board. Here's a baseline jumper. It's up and it is good. Count the bucket for Mackenzie Breinig. Got to keep those Breinig straight. Now Stoffinger at the other end, launching a shot from the right side. It's no good. And the rebound pulled down by Olivia Breinig. Here's a three at the other end. It's off the mark, no good, and Schumann has the rebound. 11-2 is our score in favor of the Golden Beavers. Schumann, left wing side, driving into the lane. Whips it to the baseline. Van Loo, double team, kicks it out. 3-point land, there's Donaldson, driving towards the free throw line. Little fadeaway jumper, it's no good. Wilkie has the offensive board, trying to go back up with it, and puts it up and in with a left hand. Maddie Wilkie scoring again. And it's 13-2. And there's a steal. Stoffinger ahead, 2-on-1. Bobbled by Schumann, but a little head and shoulder fake to get the defender to go by. And Schumann lays it up and in. 15-2 as Beaver Dam is running away with this early. We're not quite 3 minutes in. In fact, 2:45 has elapsed, and Beaver Dam already with a 13-point lead. And another turnover as trapped in the right corner was Riley Breinig and tried to send it through a double team. Problem was there was nobody home on the other side, and it goes out of bounds, and Beaver Dam will get it back. So this is, this is vintage. This is textbook Beaver Dam. Blitzkrieg here kind of at the start. Van Loo up top, post feed kicked out by Wilkie to the left corner. Stoffinger for three, bullseye as Tara Stoffinger pumps her fist. Stoffinger hits the three, she's got 6, and it's 18-2, and we have played just over 4 minutes of this first half. Pass into the lane was swatted out of there by Van Loo. Actually, I thought Van Loo was the last to touch it, but they're saying it went off of Sauk Prairie. And now 3 subs coming in for Beaver Dam. The usual first 3 off the bench are Natalie Jens, the 5'6" sophomore, Carly Burkhart, the 5'8" junior, and also Paige Hodgson, a 6'3" sophomore. So 3 fresh legs on the floor, and it's 18-2 Beaver Dam. They've got possession. Here's Hodgson above the free throw line, whips it out to the right side in 3-point land. That's Donaldson going baseline, ran into the defense there of Riley Breinig. Now sends it up top for Wilkie near the top of the silo. Left side dish. Jens driving into the lane through traffic, sidestepped a defender, went through a double team and got fouled on her way to the basket. Let's see who this one's going to go on. It's going to be the second foul of the evening. Mackenzie Breinig, a freshman, 5'10" freshman who had checked in at the last dead ball. And the first free throw's up and good, or no good, I should say, for Natalie Jens, who missed it off the back rim. Jens will get one more. Eyes it up. It is off the back rim, a little bit too strong. Rebound tipped out, and Jens got the deflection. Now trying to go back into the post to Wilkie. It was deflected out by Mackenzie Breinig, but that's okay. Beaver Dam keeps possession. Jada Donaldson at the baseline to my left. She's going to throw it in for the Golden Beavers. 14:24 left in the opening stanza. Right now, Beaver Dam's up 16 at 18-2. Top of the key, there's Wilkie. Beautiful pass down low. Jens on the left doorstep, wide open for a layup. Wow. The high-low game, Wilkie with the assist, Jens the finish, and it's 20-2. Beaver Dam up big early. And here's a drive now by Riley Breinig. Sidesteps the defender, puts it up on the right side. It's no good. Rattled off the rim. Hodgson, the defensive rebound, throws it ahead to Donaldson. Nice pass to a cutting Jens. Blocked from behind. Jens trying to get it back. Actually, Burkhart comes away with it. Back to Wilkie in the lane. She was double-teamed, and did they call a foul? They did. The Eagles, let's see who this one's going to go on as they bumped Wilkie. It's not going to be free throws, but this one's going to go on Olivia Breinig, her first and the team's third. And Donaldson to throw it in. Still looking to get it in. Finds Burkhart, left doorstep. Got hassled, but still maintained her composure, went up and put it in. Burkhart scores. 22. Burkhart with a steal at the other end. She picked off Mackenzie Breinig. Throws it ahead to Jensen. The pass was tipped, though, out of bounds. Last touched by Riley Breinig. And, boy, the Eagles right now all discombobulated as Beaver Dam, boy, if there was any thought of them showing any rust after a week-long layoff, no, that was out the window about 4.5 minutes ago, folks. Wow. Another impressive start. Now, again, I understand that the Eagles have struggled this year. They come in with a 3-12 record. We're not trying to be disrespectful to them, but that's, I mean, no rust whatsoever that I'm seeing from Beaver Dam. And here's a drive in. Donaldson just got blocked from behind by Riley Breinig. She's back the other way. And now Wilkie knocks it out of Breinig's hands and out of bounds. Now the Eagles will keep possession as the Golden Beavers get set to make a hockey line change. Stoffaker, Van Loo, and Schumann all coming back in. Also checking in for the Golden Beavers will be Grace Scharfenberg, 5'6" senior, and Rachel Urich onto the floor, a 5'7" senior. 13-17 left in the opening half, and it's 22-2. Beaver Dam on top of Sauk Prairie. And here is a shot up in the lane. It's no good. Offensive rebound put back. That won't go for Olivia Breinig, but another offensive board. They kick it out to the top of the key, and a rainbow two is good for Mackenzie Breinig. And now at the other end, here's Scharfenberg kicking it out to Schumann, looking into the post. Pass intended for Stoffaker was swatted away, but saved by Scharfenberg. And now Schumann working the left sideline, drives back between the circles. She's going to reset the offense. Man-to-man defense here for the Eagles with 12 right side. Van Loo, little hook shot, missed it, and the rebound pulled down by the Eagles. This is Riley Breinig. Back the other way. Breinig, free throw line extended, left side, looking for help. And a pass into the lane was tipped by Stoffaker, stolen by Schumann. Now Page behind the back dribble, into the front court, into the lane. And a bad pass intended for Stoffaker in the corner is picked off by the Eagles, and back the other way comes Naomi Breinig. She jumped in there like a defensive back and jumped the route and picked off the pass. Approaching the 12-minute mark and counting of the first half, and first foul of the game going to be called on Beaver Dam. This is going to go on Tara Stoffaker. It's 22-4. Beaver Dam with the big lead. We've played just about 6 minutes in this ball game. First game in a week for both of these squads. Both teams played last Friday night and haven't played since because of the snow and the polar vortex. Here's a layup at the other end. Stoffaker missed it off the rim, but an offensive board for Urich keeps it alive. A reload for Beaver Dam. Scharfenberg driving into the lane, had her pass knocked loose, and she fell down, and it was stolen by Naomi Breinig. Now Naomi to the right side for Olivia Breinig. She'll pop a three, in and out and back in again. So Olivia Breinig hits a three, and it's 22-7. Beaver Dam still up 15 with 11.5 minutes to go until halftime. This is Scharfenberg at the point for the Golden Beavers. Left side, Stavanger, long three. It's way too strong. It's off the mark. And the rebound pull, it missed the rim. Air ball out of bounds and back to the Golden Beavers. It's going to go as we have another substitution. This is Taylor Brenninger checking back in for Coach Amber Feeney and the Eagles, who trail it 22-7. Beaver Dam with possession. And this is Schumann across the midcourt stripe. Sends it to the right side for Scharfenberg. Back to Yerk between the rings. Left side, there's Schumann again. Three-point land. Cross-court feed. Scharfenberg out to Yerk. Post feed into Van Loo. Bobbled it. It's out of bounds, and that's going to go back to the Eagles. Well, everything there was looking good. That's what you want to do if you're Beaver Dam, but problem was the pass went off the fingertips of Van Loo and out of bounds as Jens, Wilkie, and Donaldson all return to the floor. Yerk, Scharfenberg, and Schumann will head to the bench. Not surprising that Tim Chase is going to sub freely, as he usually does when his team will build up a big lead. Full court pressure by the Golden Beavers, but up the right sideline. This is Taylor Brenninger working it into the post, and the pass was tipped out, and back to Beaver Dam it goes. Well, the turnover is just mounting. I don't have the official turnover stats in front of me, but I would think it's got to be at least 6 or 7 here already on Sauk Prairie. 10:43 and counting left until intermission. It's 22-7. Beaver Dam has the lead, and here is Wilkie on the right side. Three-point land, trying to go baseline, ran into a double team. Back out to Jens. Jens into the lane. As she fell down, bounce pass out to Schumann in the left corner. Three's on the way. It's a little bit short off the front of the rim. They fight for the rebound, and Wilkie. And back to Sauk Prairie. And looks like the Eagles will sub in Katie Yonke. She'll return as Mackenzie Breining will head to the bench. 1-3-1 half-court trap here by the Golden Beavers as the Eagles try to get it across. Double team to the timeline is Taylor Brenninger, and as she threw it across, threw it away. So Jada Donaldson will inbound right at her own bench, and a bounce pass in to Paige Schumann as we approach the 10-minute mark and counting of the first half here at Sauk Prairie High School. Mike Tronson with you on a Friday night. Nice drive by Jens, in for a layup on the right side. Natalie Jens with 4 points. It's 24-7. Beaver Dam on top, and we've played 8 minutes of basketball. And there's a pass back door, and blocked by Stoffaker. She blocked Naomi Breining, and Schumann has the loose ball off the ricochet. Ahead to Stoffaker, out to Wilkie for three on the way. It's good for Maddie Wilkie. She hits the three ball, and it's 27-7. Beaver Dam, there's a tip ball by Wilkie. It's loose and somehow saved by Sauk Prairie's Olivia Breining, but then she got blocked and stripped by Stoffaker. Tara Stoffaker ahead to Jens, out to Donaldson for three. Yes, Jada Donaldson from the right side hits the long ball. 30-7 as the Golden Beavers have opened up a 23-point lead. We've got 9:17 and counting left in the first half. And now at the timeline, double team, there's a steal. Wilkie trying to get through traffic as she does, and now sends it up high on the right for Schumann. Schumann looking to the right corner. Wilkie, step back three, bullseye! Maddie Wilkie, her second three. That's from downtown Prairie du Sac, and it's 33-7. Beaver Dam in front, and there's another loose ball that was tipped out of bounds, and which way is it going? Beaver Dam's going to get it again. 8:49 left to play until intermission. It's 33-7 as we've got, do we have a timeout being? Yeah, we have a timeout being called, brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. Back in 30 seconds, WXRO and DailyDodge.com.
Your local Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly has a large selection of fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, and bakery items, and great savings. Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is proud to be serving Beaver Dam and the surrounding communities for over 50 years.
with 8:49 remaining in the first half. Beaver Dam inbounding off the timeout, leading Sauk Prairie 33-7. Donaldson hands it to Jens. She'll drive near the free throw line, now puts on the brakes, and a touch pass to Burkhart, who was driving down low on the left side, and she got 8:38 remaining, and let's see, this is going to, she was in the act of shooting, so Burkhart will get an all expenses paid trip to the free throw line. And she will shoot a pair with her team up big, and the first free throw is good for Burkhart. Burkhart averaging around 6-7 points a game. I don't have her free throw percentage handy. But the first one is good. Second one's on the way, and it rattles home. 35-7. 28-point Beaver Dam lead. And we've got a whistle at the other end. Let's see, this foul going to go on the Golden Beavers. This is going to be their second of the evening. Goes on Wilkie. That's her first of the evening. Inbounds pass is taken by Mackenzie Brining, and she'll underhand it to Riley Brining. Riley looking back to Mackenzie. Mackenzie, it'll pass to Taylor Brenninger, driving right baseline and win. Sidestepped the defender and put it up and in. Nice drive by Brenninger. And it's 35-9. Now here's Burkhart for three on the right side. Nothing but net for Carly Burkhart. She hits the three ball. 38-9. Golden Beavers lead Sauk Prairie. Whistle with 8:01 left in the first half, and a foul on the Golden Beavers. Block here. This is going to go on Burkhart, which is her first and the team's third. So the Eagles and Naomi Brining got called for a 5-second violation. She was having trouble finding somebody, and they blow the whistle, so another Sauk Prairie turnover. We're 10 minutes into the game, and Beaver Dam is up by 29 points. This is Jens out on the right elbow, driving into the lane, gives it to Burkhart. She goes into the lane. Now a bounce pass to the right corner for Donaldson. Donaldson driving inside the bubble, sends it up top. Jens passes up a three into the lane. Pull-up jumpers on the way. Banks it home off the glass. Natalie Jens from about 12 feet away. 40-9. Golden Beavers on top of the Eagles with 7.5 to play until intermission. And double teamed. Well, there's a steal. Double team was Riley Brining. She lost it. Donaldson stripped her. And a pass was tipped, but right to Wilkie in the left corner. She drives towards the top of the key, trying to go back door to Jens. It was a gorgeous pass, but Jens was not able to handle it. And off of Jens it goes and out of bounds, so it'll go back to Sauk Prairie as Beaver Dam, again, continues to sub freely. Wilkie, Van Loo, Burkhart, Donaldson all head to the bench. Right now it's Urich, Hodgson, Stoffaker, Jens, and Schumann out on the floor. And another whistle as the Eagles and Riley Brining were bringing the ball up the floor. The foul was called on Jens. That's her first and the team's fourth. So that evens up the team fouls a little bit more. Right now there are 5 fouls in the game on Sauk Prairie, 4 on Beaver Dam. The Golden Beavers have a big 40-9. Riley Brining trying to reverse on Jens. It's no good, but a foul. Pretty nice move there by Riley Brining, who averages 8.9 a game. And she's going to go to the free throw line for the Eagles. Natalie Jens picking up her second. So here's Riley Brining to shoot a pair and try and get the Eagles into double digits. First one is up, and the first one is good for Riley Brining. Makes it a 30-point game, 40-10. Beaver Dam leading Sauk Prairie. And the second free throw's off the back of the iron, no good. Stoffaker, the defensive rebound, throws it ahead to Schumann. Through the center circle, pass to Urich, right baseline, back door, left side, there's Jens, wide open for the layup. Jens has got 8, 42-10, Golden Beavers on top as Riley Brining drives through a double team, goes in and lays it up and in with the right hand. Nice move by Brining to split a double team. 42-12 Beaver Dam. Now pass left baseline Stoffaker. She's fouled on her way up. So Beaver Dam trying to answer right away, gets the ball down the floor in a flash. Stoffaker took the pass and got fouled on her way up. The foul was on Naomi Breinig, her first and the team's sixth. First free throw halfway down, it popped out for Tara Stoffaker. Stoffaker, about an 82% free throw shooter, averaging around a dozen a game this year. She's got one more in the bonus. But right now leading 42-12, make it 43-12 as Stoffaker knocks down the second of two from the charity stripe. And this is Taylor Brenninger. Pass ahead, right side, here's Olivia Breinig. Giving it now to Riley Breinig, and her pass back the other way was intercepted by Jens. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Left side dish, Schumann was falling out of bounds, finds Jens' right doorstep, puts it up and in! Schumann was falling out of bounds, but somehow got it to Jens on the right doorstep. She's up to 10 points, 45-12 Golden Beavers with 6:09 to go first half. And there's an underhanded shot, no good for Olivia Breinig as she drove hard to the basket. She got fouled. And that's going to be on Stoffaker. That's also going to even up the team fouls at 6 apiece. Stoffaker with her second personal. First free throw is up, and it's off the back of the rim, no good for Olivia Breinig, who averages 11.3 a game. In fact, coming into this game tonight, she is the leading scorer for this Eagles team as Beaver Dam continues to sub in and out pretty freely. Fresh bodies on the floor. Second free throw, good. (45-13). Beaver Dam up on Sauk Prairie as the ball is knocked out of bounds. A pass intended for Van Loo down on the, after making that defensive play, head to the bench as she's subbed out. Scharfenberg on the baseline, inbound to Wilkie. Wilkie at the top of the side, hesitation move, going to drive right side, blocked and picked off by Riley Breinig. Now ahead, there's a pass off the fingertips of Olivia Breinig and stolen by Carly Burkhardt. Back to Scharfenberg. Left wing side, up to Wilkie at the top of the key. 3 balls off the back rim, no good. Rebound tipped up, but wait a minute, we've got a foul. And I think we may be going the other way with 5:37 remaining in the half. Yeah, we've got a Beaver Dam foul as they were going for that rebound. Yep, Van Loo picked up a foul. That is her first. It's also the team's 7th. Going to say, yeah, it's bonus time here, is it not? Yes, it is. So Van Loo's first personal. It's the 7th team foul, and that means it will be a 1+1 for Lauren Wydeen. Lauren Wydeen checking in. A 5'11 junior. Misses the front end of the bonus. Rebound tipped out to the free throw line and grabbed by Donaldson. Took it away from Wydeen. Donaldson now at the other end. Flips it out. Burkhardt fakes a 3 and she traveled as she took off with it. So the Beaver Dam turnover will give it back to Sauk Prairie. Eagles with possession. Golden Beavers with the lead. It's 45-13. Beaver Dam on top. And we've got 5:23 and counting left until intermission. Lou the rebound off the miss by Taylor Brenninger. Now Wilkie bringing it back into the front court. Whips it to the baseline. There's a reverse layup. No good for Scharfenberg. And the rebound for Brenninger. Throws it ahead now to Riley Breinig. One hands it up from the right side. It's no good. Wilkie trying to get the rebound, fighting for it, but actually went off of Breinig of Sauk Prairie. It'll go back to the Golden Beavers. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the game tonight on WXRO 95.3 FM, or maybe you're watching the game on our crystal clear HD video stream on dailydodge.com. Every Beaver Dam girls game the rest of the season will be on the radio and will also be video streamed on dailydodge.com. Van Loo spins to the 10, missed the shot though off the rim. Wilkie the offensive board, and she's fouled on the putback. Maddie Wilkie, offensive board goes up with it, gets fouled, and she's going to head to the charity stripe with 4:40 left to play until the break. Maddie Wilkie, about an 81% free throw shooter, averages 13 a game. First free throw is good. And she's at 11 points on the night. One more for Maddie. Off the rim, no good. And the defensive rebound pulled down by Cassia Marquardt, a JV player who had just checked in. There's a missed shot at the other end, rebound for Van Loo. Now Donaldson running the fast break, layup right side. Wait a minute, they're going to wave it off. This is going to go on. It's going to go on Naomi Bryan. No, beg your pardon. Taylor Brenninger. That's just her first, team's 8th. Front end of the bonus is no good for Donaldson. Van Loo trying to get the rebound. She does and kicks it out to Jada. So it's a reload for the Golden Beavers. Jada left side, cross-court feed. Here's a 3 on the way for Scharfenberg. Missed it a little bit too strong. Another offensive board for Donaldson. Looking into the post. Van Loo kicks it out, left corner. Burkhart for 3. Yes! Carly Burkhart. Second triple of the game. She now has 10 points. 49-13, Beaver Dam up with under 4 minutes to play in the opening stanza. 3 from the left corner. Off the rim, no good. Offensive board put back. That won't go for Marquardt. And Scharfenberg has the defensive board for the Golden Beavers. Scharfenberg crosses the midcourt stripe. Sends it to the high right side for Burkhart. Drives to the free throw line. Pass intended for Van Loo. A little bit too tall. Went off of Van Loo's hand and out of bounds. And that's kind of a tough thing to do, to sail a pass on Allie Van Loo, who's 6'4". She and a couple of her teammates. Actually, Beaver Dam just made another hockey line change, as all 5 that were on the floor will come to the bench. A couple of subs in as well for the Eagles, as we have 3:39 left in the half. And there is Natalie Jens off the inbound. Her pass was stolen. There was a lot of traffic down there, and the pass was picked off by Katie Yankee. Now a 3 on the way from the right wing, and it's good for Olivia Breining. And a traveling violation on Jens at the other end. So 3:18 left in the first half. It's now 49-16. The Golden Beavers on top of the Eagles. I mentioned at the outset tonight that, Beaver Dam and Sauk Prairie both had to sit for the past week. Well, now Beaver Dam tonight begins a series of 3 games in 5 days. The Golden Beavers have a quick turnaround as Jens gets a steal from her knees. And here's Hodgson now. Right side, out beyond the arc for Schumann. Looking down low. There's Jens. Layup. Got it. Natalie Jens is up to 12 points. 51-16. Beaver Dam leading this game. 3 minutes exactly left in the first half. And we've got a whistle as Riley Breining was driving and got fouled on her way to the basket. But yeah, 3 games in 5 days for Beaver Dam starting tonight. A quick turnaround because tomorrow afternoon the Golden Beaver girls are at DeForest for a game that's already been postponed 3 different times. And we're going to have that game for you tomorrow, as the front end of the bonus is good for Riley Breining. Tomorrow's game will be on WBEV, 14:30 a.m. It will also be audio and video streamed once again on dailydodge.com. But again, 1 o'clock tip-off, our pregame show tomorrow around 12:45-ish. As the second free throw is no good. Jens gets the ricochet, throws it ahead to Schumann. Schumann double-teamed on the left side. Now hesitation move, trying to go baseline, but again, ran into the defense there of Olivia Breining. Now back out to Urick. Urick will set up between the circles. Urick sends it to the right wing side to Schumann. Schumann right side, Urick over to Jens. Jens thought about a 3, not going to take it on the elbow. Post feed to Stoffiker, and then she reverses as she got behind the defender. Stoffiker scores 53-17. Golden Beavers on top with 2:19 left in the first half. And there's a steal, 2-on-0 the other way. Bounce pass ahead, Stoffiker to Jens. Layup on the right side is good. Natalie Jens now with 14 points, and it's 55-17. Beaver Dam all over Sauk Prairie with 2 minutes to go in the half. So This is Riley Brining. Pass to the left baseline. Shot is up. No good for Yankee, and the rebound for Jens. Throws it ahead to Urick. Right side dish. Hodgson going to go baseline. Hodgson whips it back up. Urick touch pass to the left corner. Stoffaker, rainbow three, too strong. And the Eagles have it off the miss. And Schumann trying to strip it from behind as Olivia Brining was heading up the floor, and then ball was knocked loose. We had a scramble and a jump ball is called. The arrow says it belongs to Sauk Prairie. And more subs coming in on both sides. A minute and 33 seconds left to go until halftime. And the Eagles will inbound. This is Brenninger to throw it in, and grabbed by Markware. A little spin to the tin, missed the shot. And as they fight for the rebound, we've got to win Sauk Prairie. This is going to go on Yankee. That is going to be her third. It's going to put Carly Burkhart at the free throw line. And the first of two is good for Burkhart. A 39-point lead. Next one, good. Make it a 40-point lead for Beaver Dam. 57-17 with a minute 24 to go in the first half. Taking a three was Brining, sends it over to her cousin Olivia, and she's stripped by Schumann. Schumann, one hands it ahead. Burkhart going in for the layup. Off the rim, no good. Offensive board put back for Hodgson, and Paige Hodgson scores. And what do we got? Timeout. With a minute and 3 seconds left in the half, brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. We are back in 1 minute.
Your local Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly has a large selection of fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, and bakery items, and great savings. Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is proud to be serving Beaver Dam and the surrounding communities for over 50 years.
You can get those good big box deals, and you can get those great brand names, and you don't have to actually leave Beaver Dam or leave Watertown. You get all of that big brand name shopping at a lot lower price points with the local guy or gal that you're working with, which is nice.
.63 seconds remaining until halftime here at Sauk Prairie High School. And as the Eagles inbound after the timeout, they'll bring it ahead, but Beaver Dam up by 42 points, 59-17, and a steal at the other end. Schumann leading the charge ahead. Schumann, a little hesitation move going to the right corner. Pass into the lane to a cutting Hodgson, and Paige Hodgson in on the right side for a layup. Boy, the barrage continues, 61-17. Golden Beavers lead. We're down to 35 seconds and counting left in the half. If there was any concern about rust, well, that was answered early tonight. Air ball, Van Loo rebounds the miss, 2-on-1 the other way. And Hodgson going left side to Urick, and we've got a whistle as Urick was bumped with 20.7 to play in the half. I was wondering about that, folks, driving over here tonight. I'm thinking, you know, it's even as good as Beaver Dam is, as good as they are. I was thinking, you know, any team having to sit for a long time, they're bound to have some rust. As the first free throw is up, and it is good for Rachel Urick. I should have known better, folks. 62-17. I mean, it's I said this a couple of nights ago. It really is historic what this team is doing. And the second free throw is also good for Urich. 20 seconds left in the half. 63-17. Golden Beavers on top of the Eagles. And this is Naomi Breining near the top of the key, driving on Urich. Puts a shot up. Air ball. Hodgson gets the miss. Throws it ahead. Intended for Burkhart, but it was tipped out at the last second. Beaver Dam's going to keep possession. 4.5 seconds left in the opening stanza. Let's see if they can get the shot off here. They'll get it in to Schumann in the backcourt. Across the timeline. 3 seconds. 2. She gets it to Burkhart for 3 at the horn. It's off the rim. No good. And that is the way the first half comes to an end here at Sauk Prairie High School. Wow, what a first half again by the two-time defending Division II state champs and nationally ranked Golden Beavers. At halftime, our score is Beaver Dam 63 and Sauk Prairie 17. Stay with us. Our halftime report comes up in a moment here on 95.3 W.
Your local Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly has a large selection of fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, and bakery items, and great savings. Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is proud to be serving Beaver Dam and the surrounding communities for over 50 years.
You can get those good big box deals, and you can get those great brand names, and you don't have to actually leave Beaver Dam or leave Watertown. You get all of that big brand name shopping at a lot lower price points with the local guy or gal that you're working with, which is nice.
Your local Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly has a large selection of fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, and bakery items, and great savings. Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is proud to be serving Beaver Dam and the surrounding communities for over 50 years.
You can get those good big box deals, and you can get those great brand names, and you don't have to actually leave Beaver Dam or leave Watertown. You get all of that big brand name shopping at a lot lower price points with the local guy or gal that you're working with, which is nice.
Halftime at Sauk Prairie High School, and at the break tonight, it is Beaver Dam leading Sauk Prairie 63-17. And again, we thank our video stream sponsors making this broadcast possible tonight, QBS Law and Lidkey Motors. We also thank our other fine sponsors, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Slumberland Furniture in Beaver Dam and Watertown, Pine Hills Trucking, Farmers Implement in Columbus and Allenton, Beaver Dam Community Hospital, Hamas Fire and Safety, OK Realty, the Beaver Dam Unified School District, Professional Floor and Design Center, Landmark Credit Union, Flyway Carpet Cleaning, Surefire, Richards Insurance, American Bank, Columbus Family Dental, Walker's Family Restaurant, and Bayside Supper Club. My name is Mike Tronson. Thanks for joining me tonight on WXRO and DailyDodge.com. Justin Wilski is my on-site cameraman running the video stream for tonight. And I also want to thank the multi-talented Jim Minshaw back at the 95.3 studios. He's my board op tonight. And hope you're enjoying this one. If you're a fan of Beaver Dam, you most certainly are. Is at the break, it is 63-17. Beaver Dam on top of Sauk Prairie. WXRO and DailyDodge.com.
Your local Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly has a large selection of fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, and bakery items, and great savings. Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is proud to be serving Beaver Dam and the surrounding communities for over 50 years.
You can get those good big box deals, and you can get those great brand names, and you don't have to actually leave Beaver Dam or leave Watertown. You get all of that big brand name shopping at a lot lower price points with the local guy or gal that you're working with, which is nice.
Looking at the individual scoring from the first half for Beaver Dam, paced by Natalie Jen. She had 14 points. She leads all scorers in the game. Carly Burkhart with a monster first half. a dozen points, including 2 threes, and Maddie Wilkie in double figures with 11. She had 2 3-point baskets. Also for Beaver Dam, Tara Stoffaker with 9, including 1 from beyond the arc. 6 points for Allie Van Loo. 4 points for Paige Hodgson off the bench. Jada Donaldson had a triple. She finished the half with 3. Rachel Urich and Paige Schumann with 2 points each for the Golden Beavers. So 7. 4 points for Riley Breinig. 2 points apiece for Naomi Breinig, Taylor Brenninger, and Mackenzie Breinig. In the second half, as you can see on the video stream tonight, Beaver Dam will go left to right as we see it, and Sauk Prairie will go right to left. Beaver Dam inbounding to start the second half, up 63-17, so a 46-point lead at the break. And now second half underway as Urich pops a 3. It's an air ball, and it's out of bounds. It's going to go over to Sauk Prairie. And because of the 40-point lead, they're running the clock already. Now, in most cases, they don't start the running clock until the 9-minute mark of the second half, but apparently they're going to run it the entire half here because the clock never stopped a moment ago when we had the whistle. So I'll have to check with Tim Chase on that, but I'm wondering if that can. I wonder if there's if coaches agree to that ahead of time, they maybe can do that, where they can run the clock the entire second half versus starting at the 9-minute mark. 3's on the way, no good for Mackenzie Breinig, but an offensive rebound, and it's kept alive by the Eagles. That one was pulled down by Naomi Breinig. Now here's Riley Breinig. Again, as I mentioned earlier, there are 4 girls named Breinig on this team. They are cousins. They're not sisters. There's a shot up, underhanded shot by Brenninger, no good, and Urich grabs the miss, throws it ahead to Paige Schumann. Schumann to the left baseline, Van Loo charging in for a layup, and she got it with a left hand. And here's a baseline jumper on the left side, good for Olivia Breinig. 65-19, Golden Beavers on top of the Eagles. We're a minute and a half into the second stanza. Urich, right corner, into the lane. There's Stoffaker. Lob pass out to the left corner for 3. It's Schumann, and Paige Schumann hits the 3 ball. Make it 68-19. Beaver Dam's up 49 points now. And the pass in the lane was tipped by Stoffaker. It's knocked loose. It'll head out of bounds towards the Eagles bench, and actually, Sauk Prairie is going to keep possession as head coach Amber Feeney will grab the ball and hand it to the official. So the Eagles will inbound right at their own bench. Near sideline, they get it in, and this is Olivia Breinig flipping it back now to Mackenzie Breinig. They go out top on the right for Taylor Brenninger. Nope, beg your pardon, that is Riley Breinig. And a drive and a shot is up, no good for Olivia Breinig. Rebound pulled down by Grace Scharfenberg. And as they tried to work it ahead, the Golden Beavers did. A pass intended for Stoffaker on the baseline was tipped out at the last second by Naomi Breinig, but the Golden Beavers will keep possession. Again, clock running. We've got a running clock for the entire second half. Beaver Dam's up 68-19. Here's Urich off a screen. Back to the left side. Stoffaker fake to 3. Little pass into the post. There's Van Loo. Little hook shot up and in for Van Loo. She now has 10 points, 70-19. It's a 51-point Beaver Dam lead. There's an up and under move. A shot is off the rim, no good for Riley Breinig. Van Loo clears the miss and gives it to Scharfenberg. Left side dish for Schumann. She'll drive to the free throw line. Looking down low, but the pass was intercepted by Naomi Breinig. Wanted to get it to Scharfenberg down there. Naomi stepped in front, took it away. Now she'll fake a 3 at the other end. Bounce pass to the right corner. And a little hesitation move. Now a drive, and in for the layup goes Riley Breinig. 70-21. Beaver Dam on top. Scharfenberg, left side, hesitation move. She's going to go baseline. Shot is up off the backboard. Might have been partially tipped. And the rebound for Cassia Marquardt. Now she lost it at the other end, and Stoffaker takes it away. Here's Tara Stoffaker back into the front court. Bounce pass to the right side. Urich open for 3 on the wing. Off the rim, it's no good. Long carom, and the rebound was tipped to Mackenzie Breinig by her cousin Riley. 4 minutes gone by, second half. The drama was out of this one, folks, very early. as we've got a drive and a foul on Stoffaker. And this is going to put Naomi Breinig at the free throw line. Right now it's Scharfenberg, Schumann, Urich, Van Loo, and Stoffaker, the 5 on the floor for the Golden Beavers. And the first free throw is up and good for Naomi Breinig. And now a hockey line change as Jens, Wilkie, Burkhart, Hodgson, Donaldson all come back out. As I mentioned, the Golden Beavers have another game tomorrow afternoon for that one too, because you've sat all week and you haven't had to play anybody the entire night tonight by a long shot. So good news for Beaver Dam tomorrow, bad news for DeForest. Free throws up in good as Breinig gets another one. That's Naomi Breinig that hit 2. 70-23, Golden Beavers on top of the Eagles, and Donaldson pops a 3. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out to the free throw, and Jens actually grabs it at the last second. Bounce fast into the post for Wilkie. Underhands it to Hodgson, now back to Wilkie. Left side dish in the corner. Burkhart for 3. It's a little bit short, and Jens takes the offensive board. Out to Hodgson. She'll pop a 3. Bullseye for Paige Hodgson. Offensive rebounding aplenty for the Golden Beavers. Hodgson hits a triple, and it's a 50-point Beaver Dam lead, 73-23. There's a shot up, no good, and a block by Hodgson as an offensive rebound was grabbed by Yankee, but she got blocked by Hodgson. Now Burkhart, her pass is intercepted at the other end. It was intended for Jens and picked off by Riley Breinig. Riley through the center circle, picked up by Jens. Into the lane, puts on the brakes, bounce pass to the baseline, shot over the rim, too strong for Marquardt. Cassia Marquardt missed, but an offensive board for Olivia Breinig. We're 6 minutes into the second half. All Beaver Dam in this one. They lead by 50. Free throw line jumper up, and it's good for Olivia Breinig. She's having a nice night, and she's up to 11 points. 73-25 Beaver Dam. Here's Burkhart. Bad pass was tipped, but Wilkie, she couldn't save it. And it's going to be grabbed by Yankee. Yankee up the right side. Now to Olivia Breinig. She'll pop a long shot. Jump ball is called, and the arrow says it belongs to Sauk Prairie. Again, we've got a running clock. We've had it the entire second half. Beaver Dam was up 63-17 at the half, and so they've run the clock the entire second stanza and will continue to do so. 73-25 Beaver Dam leads. And off the inbound pass, Hodgson with a block on Yankee. And now Donaldson throws it up the right wing side for Burkhart. Tried to spin into the lane. She was stripped, and she spun and fell down. It was picked off by Marquardt. Marquardt back the other way. Now she's blocked by Hodgson. Hodgson then gets it to Donaldson. And now Jada into the front court. Bounce pass to a cutting Jens. Jens puts it up and in. Natalie Jens, 16 points tonight. 75-25 is the rout continues here at Sauk Prairie. This is Yankee down in the left corner. Looking up for Taylor Brenninger. Brenninger being hassled by Jens. Return feed to Yankee out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Golden Beavers as more subs come in. Van Loo, Urich, Schumann all return for head coach Tim Chase and company. Now this is, as I said, this is just what you wanted if you're Tim Chase and Beaver Dam, with a quick turnaround in a game tomorrow afternoon. I mean, 2 games in about 18 hours. I mean, this couldn't have gone any better tonight because you're going to get out of here early. It's a little over an hour's drive home. You're going to be fresh tomorrow as Jens goes in for another layup. She's up to 18 points, 77-25, but yeah. Offensive board is kept alive, and they work it into Olivia Breinig. She goes baseline, reverses, and puts it up and in. Wow, that's an athletic move for Olivia Breinig. 13 points for her in the game. 77-27, though. Beaver Dam still up 50. Jens, left side. Pass was tipped. Jens gets it back and saves it to Urich. Now to Schumann on the right wing side. Here's Schumann near the top of the key. Cross-court feed left side. Hodgson out to the sideline for Urich. We've got a whistle. And let's see what we've got. A foul on Sauk Prairie. But again, with the clock continuing to run, we're approaching the halfway point of the second stanza. Beaver Dam 77, Sauk Prairie 27, exactly 9 minutes left in the game. Schumann inbounds and driving in, missing the layup was Hodgson. And clearing the glass for Sauk Prairie was Brenninger. Now on the left side, here's a three on the way. It is in for Maddie Pertzborn, a 5'10 junior that had just checked on. 77-30, Golden Beavers lead. Post feed, right side, Van Loo off the glass, scores right over Mackenzie Breinig. Van Loo with a dozen points in the game, 79-30. Golden Beavers on top, 8:25 left in this one. Beaver Dam plays at DeForest tomorrow, and then Tuesday night, the Golden Beaver girls will be at Wanakee, and Tuesday's going to be a fun night as we have a double dribble on Sauk Prairie. Tuesday night, we're going to have a boys-girls doubleheader as the Beaver Dam girls and boys teams both will play at Wanakee. It's a doubleheader on Tuesday night with the boys game tipping off at 6 p.m., the girls to immediately follow the boys game at around 7:30. Both games on 1430 WBEV and video streamed on dailydodge.com. Count the bucket for Paige Hodgson and a foul to boot. So it's the hoop and the harm. Hodgson will go to the line to shoot one. Paige Hodgson now with 9 points and a free throw pending. It's 81-30. Beaver Dam on top. Hodgson's going to shoot one. The foul, by the way, was on Mackenzie Breinig, her third. And it's only the team's second here in the half. We haven't had very many fouls in this second half. Of course, we've had a running clock. And first free, they actually said the only free throws up and good for Hodgson. 82-30. Golden Beavers took the drama out of this one very early. As the shot is up, might have been partially blocked by Hodgson. She's got the miss and throws it to Scharfenberg. Scharfenberg back the other way. And a couple of subs out there for Beaver Dam that just came in. Anna Streblo came on, 5'7 junior. Avery Stonewall, 5'8 sophomore. And there's a layup for Stonewall. So she makes her presence felt, scores. It's 84-30. Beaver Dam, 6:38 left in the game. And, loose ball and stolen. Burkhart back the other way, throws it ahead. And a little bit too far for Scharfenberg, but she tried to save it, and she does. As it's going to be grabbed by Streblo. And now her pass tipped, stolen. In for a layup, missed it on the left side. Streblo has the miss. And Streblo double team down low, bounce pass to Stonewall. Now ahead to Burkhart, into the front court. Underneath, right side, there's Scharfenberg. Easy layup as she was wide open. Nobody got back on Scharfenberg. 86-30. Beaver Dam leading Sauk Prairie. 6 minutes to go in the game, and a long three. That's a little bit short. Stonewall the rebound off the miss. And ahead to Hodgson on the left sideline. Looking back door, but she tried to lead Scharfenberg on the right side. Unfortunately, pass was off the mark. And now Urich comes back on. Also checking in for the Golden Beavers, Paige Yagodinsky, 5'8 sophomore. Clock has not stopped this entire second half. It's running, 5:33 to go, and Beaver Dam up 86-30. And Hodgson trying to deny a pass on the sideline, and actually I think she did grab onto it, but then she stepped on the sideline, so Sauk Prairie is going to keep possession. The pass was intended for Lauren Wydeen. Would come back on for head coach Amber Feeney. Inbounds pass taken by Riley Breinig. Looking to the left baseline, and it was intended for Wydeen, but it sailed out of bounds. Beaver Dam up 56 points. They came in here tonight. They started fast again. Took the drama out of it early. Beaver Dam doing what they should be doing against a team that has struggled this season. They came in here. This was all business tonight. As a steal by Olivia Breinig. She's back in for a layup at the end. Missed it from the right side. Long carom out to the left sideline. Grabbed by Streblo. She'll give it to Urich, and Urich throws it ahead. Here's Hodgson in the right corner to Yagodinsky. Back to Paige. Hodgson sends it up top of the key. Urich popping a three ball. A little bit short. Offensive board. Grabbed, and Scharfenberg puts it up and in off the miss. Grace Scharfenberg makes it 88-30. Beaver Dam leading with 4 minutes left in the game. Yep, the Golden Beavers are going to get on the bus after this one. They're going to go straight home. They're going to get straight to bed. They got a 1 o'clock game tomorrow at the Forest. 3 ball is good. Mackenzie Breinig hits the 3 ball to make it 88-33 with 3:38 to go. Post feed, there's Hodson, fade away, missed it. And Yegedinsky tried to get Hodson. Left side corner pass, there is Urich. Urich off a screen set by Hudson, pass into the lane. Yegedinsky missed the shot, off the front of the rim short, rebound for Olivia Breinig. Back the other way. 88-37 with 2:48 to go in this one. And here is Streblo. Free throw line, sends it up to Yegedinsky, over to Urich, right wing side. Right in front of her own bench, back to Scharfenberg for 3. It is off the back of the rim, no good. Urich fighting for the rebound, and she was able to throw it back in and actually was tipped out by Maddie Pertzborn, so Beaver Dam is going to keep possession. A couple of subs now for head coach Amber Feeney and the Eagles, but again, we're starting to close this one out with 2:15 and counting left in the game. Beaver Dam 88, Sauk Prairie 37. And here's Scharfenberg at the top of the silo. Pass down low to a cutting Urich, and an easy layup for Urich. Scharfenberg saw her cutting in, 90-37. Golden Beavers lead with $1:53 to go. And here is Marquardt missing a shot, and that is Yegedinsky with the defensive carom. Throws it to Scharfenberg. She'll drive left side, kicks it to Urich on the left sideline, back to Scharfenberg in the post, and she's fouled on her way up. Grace Scharfenberg will head to the free throw line with 1.5 minutes left to go. Grace Scharfenberg with 4 points in this one. First one is good. 37. Clock running, and we are now down to 1 minute left in the game. And the second free throw is good for Scharfenberg, who's up to 6 points. 92-37. Simply amazing. 3 from the top of the key. No good, out of bounds, and sent back in, but it was grabbed by, actually Yegedinsky tipped it to Scharfenberg. Now here's Stonewall, left side. Tried to muscle one up, it's off the rim, no good. Rebound for the Eagles, they throw it ahead. Here is a layup, and it is good for Naomi Breinig. 92-39, 22 seconds left. So we'll close this one out. And Beaver Dam with another dominating performance. Going to improve to 17-1. Baseline jumper, it's up, and it's no good for Avery Stonewall. With 5 seconds left, here come the Eagles. And a baseline move, a shot is up and in at the horn. It's going to count for Naomi Breinig, but that's the end of the ball game. A very quick second half as we had a running clock the entire way, and the final score tonight, Beaver Dam 92 and Sauk Prairie 41. Stay with us. We'll take a break. Back for the post-game report right after this on 95.3 WXRO.
Your local Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly has a large selection of fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, and bakery items, and great savings. Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is proud to be serving Beaver Dam and the surrounding communities for over 50 years.
You can get those good big box deals, and you can get those great brand names, and you don't have to actually leave Beaver Dam or leave Watertown. You get all of that big brand name shopping at a lot lower price points with the local guy or gal that you're working with, which is nice.
Welcome back to Sauk Prairie High School. Mike Tronson with you on the post-game show. Beaver Dam a winner tonight here on the road. The Golden Beavers take down the Eagles 92-41. I'm joined at the table by the head coach of the Golden Beavers, Tim Chase, who's really in a hurry to get on the bus and get off. Tim, congratulations. You know what? I asked you in the pregame chat, I said, worried about any rust after sitting for a week? That question was answered very early. Didn't appear to be much of any rust at all tonight.
No, I liked how we played in the first half. Kids got out and ran. We defended well. Yeah, it was a good night. Got everybody healthy, got back after it a little bit, and you want to get on home tonight, get a good night's sleep, and get back after it tomorrow afternoon early.
Well, you know, we joked about it a little bit, but yeah, again, a very short turnaround. I mean, it's 2 games basically in 18 hours. So this really, I mean, this couldn't have gotten any better for you tonight because you are going to be able to get home a little earlier, get to bed, and get some rest for tomorrow's game in DeForest.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, like I said, we're in this conference season now with the weather. You know, everybody's in the same boat, trying to get into games when we can. So, yeah, I mean, I appreciate Sauk getting in the game today and DeForest getting the game in tomorrow. So we're not too backed up at the end of the year because who knows if we'll get bad weather again this year. So.
Well, that's obviously true. But just give me your overall thoughts on the performance tonight. I mean, there wasn't much not to like about it.
No, I loved our girls. I thought we played defense. We caused turnovers. We caused bad shots. We ran, we passed, we shot, we rebounded. It's exactly what we're trying to do with our offense and repeat it over and over again. And that's what the first half looked like. So, no, I was happy with our effort. So it's a determined group, a group that wants to get after it, a group that believes in each other, and I just love the way they share the ball. We've got a great test tomorrow against DeForest to compete with DeForest.
Yeah, what concerns you most when you look at that DeForest team tomorrow?
Good size. They got a couple really nice 4 players in Grundle and Mickelson that can score inside, outside. Those are tough matchups a lot of times. The rest of their kids are knocking down a lot of threes, so they got a lot of length. They got a lot of kids playing with a lot of confidence. They got something to prove, especially these last weeks. We got 3 teams in DeForest, Wanakee, and Reedsburg that need something to go into their seeding meeting with. So these teams are going to come at us with everything they possibly can. So we got a tough stretch coming up, so we really got to be ready for that.
So now you're going to head home here. Now you tell the girls go home and go right to bed?
Absolutely. That's what we're doing.
So I imagine they'll be, well, now granted you should be fresh from a week-long layoff, but you didn't have to play people for long periods tonight. You were able to sub freely. So, I mean, it's going to keep you even that much fresher for tomorrow.
It is, but sometimes when you have a little bit of layoff, you're never quite sure how you're going to do. But, yeah, so, you know, we're excited tonight. But, like I said, we need to get home and get a good rest, have a good shoot-around tomorrow morning, and get after it. You know, originally when we stood the schedule, I was kind of feeling tomorrow's would be like a sectional game. Often we have those 1 o'clock games, so I thought it would have a lot of the same feel as that. And, you know, hopefully we're going to treat it that way a little bit. So we'll just pretend that our Thursday maybe sectional game got canceled and they pushed it to Friday, and now we got to go play Saturday. So, and that's why we try to put ourselves in situations like that where it's a lot like we get later on in the tournaments.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll do you a favor. I'm doing the game tomorrow. I'll go home and go to bed too. Okay?
You should, Mike. We need you to be at your best.
I got to be at my best. So, hey, I'll let you go. We'll make it short one tonight, but we'll see you tomorrow in about 12 hours or something like that.
Good.
All right.
Thanks, Mike.
Have a safe trip back. All right, you bet. All right, that is Tim Chase. He's the head coach of Beaver Dam, joining me on the post-game show. And again, his team a winner tonight in big fashion, 92. Right after this on WXRO and DailyDodge.com.
Your local Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly has a large selection of fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, and bakery items, and great savings. Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is proud to be serving Beaver Dam and the surrounding communities for over 50 years.
You can get those good big box deals and you can get those great brand names, and you don't have to actually leave Beaver Dam or leave Watertown. You get all of that big brand name shopping at a lot lower price points with the local guy or gal that you're working with, which is nice.
2. We continue the post-game programming here at Sauk Prairie High School. Mike Tronson with you. Beaver Dam girls a winner tonight, 92-40, 10-0 in the Badger North. Sauk Prairie dropping to 3-13 overall, and now 1-9 in conference play. Let's run down the final individual scoring from this one. For Beaver Dam, they were paced by Natalie Jens as she pours in 18 points, most of that in the first half. 14 in the first half alone, 18 points total for Jens as she leads all scorers in the game tonight. Also in double figures for Beaver Dam, how about Carly Burkhardt with a dozen that all came in the first half. She had 2 3-pointers, 12 points total. Allie Van Loo with a dozen points tonight, 6 in the first half, 6 after halftime. And let's see, also in double figures, Maddie Wilkie with 11. All that came in the first half. She didn't, I don't know if she even played in the second half. I don't remember her playing at all, maybe just for a few moments. 11 points for Wilkie, 2 from long range. And Paige Hodgson with 10 points, including 1 3-point basket. So we had 5 players in double figures tonight for the Golden Beavers. It was Tara Stoffiker with 9, all coming in the first half tonight. 6 points for Grace Scharfenberg, all in the second half. 5 points for Paige Schumann, including 1 from beyond the arc. Rachel Urich with 4 points off the bench tonight. It was Jada Donaldson with a triple early. She finished the game with 3. And let's see, rounding out the scoring was Avery Stonewall as she chipped in 2 for Beaver Dam. Meanwhile, for Sauk Prairie, they were paced by Olivia Breinig with 15. 8 points for Riley Breinig tonight. Another 8 for Naomi Breinig in this ball game. 5 points for Mackenzie Breinig, 1 from beyond the arc. 3 points for Maddie Pertzborn. She hit a 3-pointer in the second half. And Taylor Brenninger chipped in 2 tonight for the Eagles. And for Sauk Prairie, they've got a game actually tomorrow, just like Beaver Dam does. It's tomorrow afternoon as it's a non-conference trip to River Valley. That's a 3 o'clock start for them. And then next Tuesday night, they're on the road at Baraboo before coming home a week from tonight, Friday, February 8th, to host DeForest. Meanwhile, we've talked about it. The Beaver Dam girls are back in action tomorrow afternoon at DeForest. That'll be a 1 p.m. tip-off for the varsity game. That means our pregame show will be around 12:40, 12:45. And that game tomorrow will be heard on 1430 a.m. WBEV. And, of course, will be video streamed right back here on dailydodge.com. So we hope you'll join us tomorrow afternoon. Or better yet, if you can make it down to DeForest, come on down. It's only about a 40-minute drive or so from Beaver Dam. But if you can't make it, I'll be there to bring you all the action once again. Again, 1 o'clock tip-off tomorrow afternoon. Plan on the pregame show around 12:40, 12:45 on WBEV and Daily Dodge. If you missed it earlier tonight in the JV game, the Golden Beavers were victorious in that one as well, winning 62-50. And, of course, the varsity 92-41 as Beaver Dam season sweep over the Eagles in convincing fashion. And we do want to thank all of our sponsors that made this broadcast possible tonight. First of all, our video stream sponsors, we want to thank them, QBS Law and Lidkey Motors. You get to watch these games on Daily Dodge in HD quality video, and those are the fine partners that make that possible. It's QBS Law and Lidkey Motors. Thank you so much for doing that. And we got to thank all the rest of the sponsors that make our broadcast possible, because we can't do it without them as well. Reed Chrysler, Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Slumberland Furniture in Beaver Dam and Watertown, Pine Hills Trucking, Farmers Implement in Columbus and Allenton, Beaver Dam Community Hospital, Hamas Fire and Safety, OK Realty, Beaver Dam Unified School District, Professional Floor and Design Center, Landmark Credit Union, Flyway Carpet Cleaning, Surefire, Richards Insurance, American Bank, Columbus Family Dental, Walker's Family Restaurant, and Bayside Supper Club. Once again, the final score tonight from Sauk Prairie. The Golden Beavers beat the Eagles. Final tonight, Beaver Dam 92 and Sauk Prairie 41. We will talk to you again tomorrow afternoon from DeForest. Again, reminder that game on WBEV 1430 and streamed here on Daily Dodge. That's going to do it for tonight. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank Justin right here on site running the camera tonight. He does a great work to keep our video stream going on dailydodge.com. And I didn't forget about the multi-talented Jimmy Minshaw. Confines. Jimmy, thank you for all that you do. And for Justin and for Jim, Mike Tronson saying so long from Sauk Prairie. Have a pleasant evening, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. This has been a dailydodge.com and WXRO Sports presentation. Good night, everybody.
Your local Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly has a large selection of fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, and bakery items, and great savings. Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is proud to be serving Beaver Dam and the surrounding communities for over 50 years.
You can get those good big box deals, and you can get those great brand names, and you don't have to actually leave Beaver Dam or leave Watertown. You get all of that big brand name shopping at a lot lower price points with the local guy or gal that you're working with, which is nice.